Welcome, everybody. This is your boy Jamaal, one half of the TBD Podcast. And this is Overtime with Jamaal. And this is basically where I'm going to ramble for about 5 to 6 minutes about one of the topics that we discussed on the podcast previously. So if you haven't checked out the latest podcast, it's up now on YouTube, Google, Spotify, Apple. And this is just for y'all. This is just for the YouTube audience. We're not sure if we're going to put this out on the audio format. But hey, this week, we're talking about Paul George. If you listen to the podcast, remember that I said that Paul George sucked. I said that Andrew Risen sucks. And both of them need to go sit on the island and fish somewhere. That is what I said. And this is why I'm sticking to it. Paul Clifton Anthony George is overrated. He's not a superstar, and he will never be one. And I have my points to back it down. First point is he whines and he complains way too much to be a superstar at his level that he's at. Now, sure, you might say, hey, that's all athletes do is whine and complain. Paul George does it the absolute most. When Paul George is winning, hey, it's all fine. I'm healthy. I have no issues. My life is perfect. But let him lose. You know what the first thing he'll say? He uses the whole excuse throughout the whole playoffs. Oh, I have mental health issues. I suffer from depression. So when I'm doing that, I have a hard time playing. And I get it. People suffer from depression, but you can't use it as an excuse every time you lose, Paul. You can't lose a bad game like, oh, I have depression. And that's what he does. So therefore he sucks. Or he come up with another excuse. Oh, just the other night they got blown out by 52. You know what he said? Oh, Christmas snuck up on me. How did Christmas sneak up on you? How? Christmas comes every year, the same day, every year. It don't change. It's always the 25th. So Christmas did not sneak up on you. Tell the truth, Paul. Or another one, one of my favorite Paul George excuses. Oh, you can Doc Rivers was a bad coach. First of all, who has ever said Doc Rivers is a bad coach? Second of all, Doc Rivers had me coming off of screens, and that's not what I like to do. Paul George, learn how to play a different way. Because obviously what you have been playing ain't worked for you. You ain't won a championship. The last time you were even in close to winning a championship was when you was with Indiana. So come on. And you left Indiana because you said, I'm going to pull up the exact quote that he said. Hold on, let me pull up the exact quote he said. He said that. Let me find that. This how much he irritates me that I had to go through this. Paul George left Indiana, quote, but you can't win in Indiana. That's the last time that he's been to the playoffs. I mean, been to the conference finals was when he was in Indiana. And I believe that was the 2009 season. Yeah, right before he came back, man, the leg injury. And speaking of that Indiana team, he was the second best player on that team. Danny Granger was number one. Do your research about the Indiana team, and you'll know that he was a good Robin, not a Batman. And yes, that's a play on his nickname. You know, hold on. Let me get back to this. This man has so many nicknames that irritates me. Paul George, PG-13, Batman, Robin, Traceway, Playoff P. Ugh. Call yourself one thing, man, and stick to it. And the one thing you should stick to is Alfred. You're not even a Robin. You're an Alfred Paul George. And Alfred. You're just somebody's little sidekick that does well. His regular season, I give you that. He's been all-time, all defense team, like 3 or 4 times. He was, I think he was he rookie of the year? Let me. I want to make sure. I want to give him his stats correct. Let me make sure I give him stats. So let me see. He's a 5-time All-NBA player. He has a 4-time All defense. He made the All-Rookie team, and he's been most improved. a 6-time All-Star who gets you 20 points a game, 6 rebounds, 3 assists on 43% shooting from field, 38 from three, and around 84, 85 from free throw line. Yeah, that's y'all golden goose, Paul George. Regular season Paul George, terrific. But let's look at his playoff stats. Let's just take last year playoff P, as he likes to call himself. This man shot 30, 38. Hold on, I want to make sure I read him right. Yeah, 36%. That's what he shot. That's what he shot for the playoffs last year. 36%. And that is your guy. That is somebody to be level with. No, he sucks. He's in the same vein that I said earlier as Andrew Wiggins. Just can't get it right in the head. They just can't. They got all the talent in the world, but can't do anything because they suck. Both of them just suck and have the most excuses. They have more excuses than a hooker in church. I think that's the expression. If I'm wrong, fill in another reason why they suck. But they suck. I think ESPN, I read an article the other day that said ESPN came out with their top 100. Paul George is number 20 on the list. Zion Williams, who's only played, a half a season? Not even that. Only played 8 games last year, is ranked ahead of him. So let you know what the analysts think about it, the ones who are actually getting paid for this. Me personally, I have around the 75 range. You can't lead a team with him. Do y'all out there seriously think that Paul George can lead a team? We've seen it in Indiana when Danny Granger went out, didn't work. He left Indiana because you can't win in Indiana and went to OKC with another superstar. That didn't work. Now he's in LA, a city who calls home, although he's not really from LA. He's from Palmdale, which is about an hour and a half outside of LA. But hey, he claims LA. There you go again, lying again. Like he's been lying to us, saying that he's a top tier player. This has been your boy, Jamaal. And this has been the Overtime Podcast. What do we call it, podcast? I don't know. I'm still working on the name. This is the first episode. Remember to like, comment, share. Look, Dreams in Motion. Check us out. The production is coming. We have the TDB Podcast. We have the Flyby Podcast. We have the two different podcasts. We have the vlog. We have what's the vlog? I forgot the name of the vlog. We got the vlog coming out. We got Couple Talk that's coming out in, I think, May. Around May. Couple Talk is coming out around May. We have so much content coming out in this year. Like us, comment, subscribe to us, see the vision, join the vision, and I'm out. Peace.